Hello everyone, I'm Old and in the Way. Welcome to the back deck on a very nice Thursday morning in May. You may remember a week or so ago that I showed you some pipes that I had bought at the 2023 Chicago Pipe Show, and two of those finds were in an advanced stage of oxidation, the stems. And so I talked about waiting on some Briarville stem cleaner and oxidation remover solution. It came in and I accomplished the task, and I just wanted to show you how they came out. First of all, the Stanwell Canadian, beautiful pipe. I love this pipe. And the stem came out really, really, really nice. And the second pipe that needed some attention was this W.O. Larson. Again, with the very nice collar of briar. I explained before that they had masked this area off and sandblasted, and they left that, and the stem just came out beautifully. I used this. I'm not promoting this other than it works for me. I've tried OxyClean and it did the job, but it just pitted the daylights out of the stem, unfortunately. This leaves it, when it comes out, it has a flat finish, not a matte finish. It's not stippled or granulated. It's just a flat, dull finish. It says on the instructions 2 to 24 hours. I usually keep them in when it's brand new solution. I keep them in a little bit less time. This is what I do. I pour it in a little Tupperware dish. You can see I've cleaned 3 pipes. And this stuff will continue to work until it becomes almost sludge-like. It's really unbelievable. What is the bottle note? Because I mentioned this to someone and they said it smells like mouthwash. And it does. There must be some sort of spearmint or something in there. It smells really good, but don't drink it. Okay, so when they're done, I go directly to a 3600 micro mesh stick, wet sanding, 36, then I go right to 6,000 and 8,000, and finally buff it. And they just came out. I'm very pleased. So this stuff is great. It's you can get it at Tobacco Pipes if you're interested. If you have vulcanite stems, it's a great way to clean them, and it's pretty fast. I was able to go from rinsing off the solution to buffing it and having it done in 15 minutes. So it's you don't have to sit there for hours buffing this stuff. It's very quick. So that was my experience with that, and that's how they came out. The second thing I wanted to mention was that I've been doing some mixing, and like we all do, we get our Frankenstein mixture, and it can be horrible or it could be just okay. But this was more of an intentional mix that I did. And actually, I should step back. Not so much a mix as an infusion. I took some Prince Albert and I infused it in rye whiskey, say that 5 times, and created in my press a crumble cake. Now this whiskey was interesting because it was also made with figs. So it has a very, very dark fruit flavor in the glass, which is really where I prefer to enjoy my whiskeys, and not so much infused in tobacco. But saying that, I can also report that I do like Bothy Flake, and it has a whiskey top, and it's really well done. So I decided to kind of spritz up my Prince Albert. Prince Albert is fine. I enjoy it on occasion. But I thought, take a Virginia Burley and let's infuse it. I used 2 little terracotta discs for about, well, I did it for 2 weeks. And after the first week, I took those terracotta out and I rehydrated them in a second batch of whiskey. No whiskey perished in this experiment. I did finish it. So anyway, the smell is Prince Albert with definitely some fig rye whiskey. It smells so good. The funny thing was, when I pulled that disc out of the spaghetti press, it looked like a hockey puck. It was harder than it was like marble, and it was a little bit what did you say, oily. And I put it in a jar for another week, and it just sort of expanded, and it's gotten to be where I can tear it apart with my hands or use a knife. And what I'm going to be smoking it in today is this clay pipe. This is the first clay pipe I've ever purchased. I thought this would be an interesting smoker. I've heard so much about them, and I've never really invested in one. $9, can't go wrong. But I also wanted to get the full flavor of my inebriated Prince Albert. I've had a couple of bowls of this, and it's very smooth. I find it to be smooth and creamy, and there is overtones of a fig. It's not alcoholic tasting. It's not sharpish. Sometimes you have an issue with introducing alcohol, a rum or a whiskey topping, that it can taste ashy, or it can be a bit sharpish on the tongue, and I'm not detecting that with this. So overall, I'm happy with it. I would do it again. I think my next foray is going to be something that I've talked to guys about, and that is Capstan Blue and Capstan Gold, which gives you Capstan Green, and it's very good. I'm going to mix a 60-40, 60 blue, 40 gold, and press it into a plug and check it out. So I'm going to enjoy this beautiful day, and I hope it's nice where you are. Until we meet again, take care, but take it easy.